So we will be studying apatyarthaka taddita in this lesson. This lesson shall indicate many pratyas which indicate apatyartha. What is the meaning of apatyartha? Apatya, the word apatya means a child. Now that child can be a son or a daughter. It can be a grandson, anybody. So it can be lineage, our own lineage. All these come under apatyartha. So suffixes indicating apatya, progeny or vamsha are called as apatyarthaka pratyaha. So we will study apatyarthaka pratyaha. The first pratyaya that we will study under apatyarthaka is an pratyaya. Now from here I want the participants to participate and read the contents of the slide. Please raise your hands, those who want to read the contents of the slide. Sudarshan Srinivasachar.
Namaskara.
Namaskar. Can you read, sir?
Yes. Shivasya apatyam puman Shiva plus an Shaivaha. Vasudevasya apatyam puman Vasudeva yogaha an Vasudevaha. Dhritarashtrasya apatyam puman Dhritarashtra yoga an Dhartarashtraha. Vasishtasya apatyam puman Vasishta yoga an Vasishtaha.
Dhanyavadaha, sir.
Dhanyavada. Namaskar.
Now in this slide, what is happening in this slide? An is the tadita pratyaya which is added.
Yes.
When an is added, what happens is the pratipadika is akaranta in all these cases. The last letter of the pratipadika, akaranta, that is deleted. So it becomes Shiv, Vasudev, Dhritarashtra, Vasisht, and you get A there. Now there is another karya which we studied, which we said Adi Vruddhi. So Shiva will become Ikara, will become Aikara. There are only 3 Vruddhi letters, A, I, Au. So Ikara should become Aikara, Shaiva. Va, Akara will become A, Vasu. So Vasudeva becomes Vasudeva. Dhritarashtra, Dhr contains Rikara, Adi Achis Rikara. If you have Vruddhi, it becomes R. So A is there, no? That A gets Repa. So Dhr Rikara becomes R. Just like how A becomes Ar in Guna, in Vruddhi it will become R. So Rikara becomes R. So Dhartarashtraha. Dhartarashtraha. That is how it becomes Dhartarashtraha. Vakara becomes Akara becomes Vasishtha. The moment you see the Adi Vruddhi, you should get antenna. An antenna should come into your brain. It should tell, oh, this is not Shaiva, does not mean Shiva. It means something else related to Shiva. Whether it means Shivasya apatyam puman, whether it means something else, we have to figure out. But there is a pratyaya, tadita pratyaya, which is added to the Shiva Shabda, and that is why the Adi Vruddhi has happened. Ikara has become Aikara. So the word itself will give you an indication that it is not the original meaning of Shiva that is going to be applied here. It denotes something else. The meaning it denotes in these cases is apatyam puman. Shivasya apatyam puman Shaivaha refers to Shiva's son, which is, it can be Ganesha or Subramanya or anybody. Vasudevasya apatyam puman, it is not a samasa here. So it directly refers to Shaivaha, son of Shiva, Vasudevaha, son of Vasudeva, Dhartarashtraha, son of Dhritarashtra, Vasishtaha, son of Vasishtha. This is what it conveys. So here the pratyaya was and. When you study a Tadvita chapter, the two things that you have to really remember are what is the pratyaya and in what meaning the pratyaya is occurring. This is the most important concept of a Tadvita chapter. What is the pratyaya? Because the same pratyaya can occur in different meanings. Depending on the context, we have to apply the meaning. Shaiva can also mean Shivasya idam Shaivam, something that belongs to Shiva. So that is why we should be very careful and we should understand what is the context and arrive at the meaning. So there are two things that we have to always look at when we look at a Tadvita is what is the pratyaya and what is the meaning in which this pratyaya has been used. This has to be understood to understand the meaning of the word and the application of the word. So from the context, you can arrive at the meaning. From the meaning, you can arrive at the context where it can be used. All these things go hand in hand. The second apatyarthaka pratyaya that we are going to study is I. MC Sriram Mahodaya.
नमो नमः.
Namo Namaha.
शूरस्य अपत्यं पुमान्. शूर योगे इ शौरिः. सुमित्रायाः अपत्यं पुमान्. सुमित्रा योगे इ सौमित्रः.
Saumitrihi.
सौमित्रिः. जनकस्य अपत्यं स्त्री. जनक योगे इ जानकी. द्रुपदस्य अपत्यं स्त्री. द्रुपद योगे इ द्रौपदी.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Now, what are the things that we observe in this slide? I is the pratyaya which is added. So, all the pratipadikas are akarantas or akaranta. So, the last letter gets deleted. Shur, Sumitra. The last letter, when it gets deleted, joins with the pratyaya and it forms the taditanta. But the most important thing is the adivriddhi. So, shu becomes shau, su becomes sau, ja becomes ja, dru becomes draw. So, and it not only it can, you can always refer to the pullinga, you can also refer the mother and tell the son. Sumitrayaha patyam puman is a case where you are referring the mother and you are indicating the son. Here in the Janakasya patyam stri, you are referring the father and you are referring and you are trying to tell about the daughter. Janakasya patyam stri Janaki. So that is similar is the case with Draupadi. Dhanyavadaha. Surya Narayana Ulmuri.
नमस्ते महोदय, श्रूयते वा?
श्रूयते.
विनतायाः अपत्यं पुमान्. विनता योगः एय् वैनतेयः. शकुन्तलायाः अपत्यं पुमान्. शकुन्तला योगः एय् शाकुन्तलेयः. गंगायाः अपत्यं पुमान्. गंगा योगः एय् गांगेयः. वृष्ण्याः अपत्यं स्त्री. वृष्णी योगः एय् वार्ष्णेयः.
It should be Varshneya.
Varshneya.
So apatyarthaka dhak. So what is the pratyaya which is added here? Dhak is the pratyaya. Now dhak becomes yeya. Dhak becomes yeya as per some rule, and therefore we consider this as yeya pratyaya. Now vinatayaha apatyam puman vainateyaha. Garuda is called as Vainateya. Shakuntaleyaha. We have Bharata, who is son of Shakuntala. So Shakuntaleyaha. Gangeyaha is Bhishma. Varshneyaha, Vrishni. Varshneya. Who is Varshneya? Somebody from the Vrishni Kula. Okay. The Prasiddha thing I am not remembering. We are trying to talk about a Stri here. Varshneya, Stri. Okay. Varshneyaha, definitely Krishna is there. But Varshneya Stri, maybe it can be Krishna's mother. or somebody, Devaki. Now here what has happened in all these cases, dhak is the pratyaya which is used, yaya is the transformation which is happening for dhak, and the same rules have applied. V has become Y, Sha has become Sha, Ga has become Ga, Vr has become Var, Var, R becomes R, Vrdhi when Vrdhi occurs. This is the rule of Apatyarthaka Tadita. So Adi Vrdhi, Antyavarnasya Lopaha, Yeya Pratyaha, Apatyarthakaha. Evam atra agachati. The next Apatyarthaka Pratyaya that we'll be studying is Yai Pratyaya. Pragya.
हाँ महोदय
Gargasya.
गर्गस्य गोत्रापत्यं पुमान् गर्ग प्लस्य गार्ग्यः यज्ञवल्क्यस्य गोत्रापत्यं पुमान् यज्ञवल्क प्लस्य याज्ञवल्क्यः
Valkyaha. So the last letter gets deleted. Garga becomes Garg, and Yajnavalka becomes Yajnavalk, and Yajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya is because of Adivriddhi. Gargya is because of Adivriddhi. So this we understood. But here in these two cases, what is happening is Gotrapatyam. A new term called Gotra is introduced here. What is this Gotra? So it can be in the lineage of, in the Vamsha of Garga, anybody who is born is called as Gargya. In the Vamsha of Yajnavalka, anybody who is born is called as Yajnavalkya. So Yajnavalkya can mean a direct son of Yajnavalka, or it can mean grandson, his grandson. Anybody who is born in the lineage of Yajnavalka becomes Yajnavalkya. So Apatyarthaka also can denote the lineage of the Vamsha. The entire Vamsha can be told by the Apatyarthaka. But when in the Vigraha Vakya, this is Vigraha Vakya of the Tadita Vritti. In the Vigraha, we will tell that instead of telling it as Apatyam Puman, we tell Gotrapatyam Puman. If we are not indicating the direct son, we have to indicate the word Gotrapatyam has to be used. But just by telling Yajnavalkya without the sentence or a context, it can also mean the son of Yajnavalka, it can mean the grandson of Yajnavalka, it can mean the great grandson or anybody in the lineage of Yajnavalka. So until we know the context, we will not be able to arrive at the meaning. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः
Ravi Kiran Mahodaya.
दितेः अपत्यानि पुमांसः दिति प्लस या दैत्याः अदितेः अपत्यानि पुमांसः अदिति प्लस या आदित्याः पुलस्त्यस्य गोत्रापत्यं पुमान् पुलस्त्या प्लस या पौलस्त्यः प्रजापतेः अपत्यं पुमान् प्रजापति प्लस या प्राजापत्यः.
Now coming to these set of pratyas. Now suppose you want to indicate many sons of certain mother, like Ditehe apatyani pumamsaha. Diti is the mother. Apatyani pumamsaha, the sons of Diti. So daityaha. So pumamsaha, instead of using puman in the vigraha, puman pumamso pumamsaha. So pumamsaha is bahuvachana. Apatyani, apatyam, apatya, apatyani. So apatyani we use diteha apatyani pumamsaha. So by that we can indicate bahuvachana. Aditeha apatyani pumamsaha we can indicate bahuvachana. Same way daityaha adityaha. So daityaha refers to the Asuras. Adityaha refers to the gods. They were born to Aditi and Diti. Pulastya is a Maharshi. So his Gotrapatyam Puman is Paulastya. Paulastya is Ravana. Ravana is a Paulastya. Prajapateha Apatyam Puman Prajapatyaha. Now Prajapatyaha refers to Prajapati's son. Like this, we have Nya Pratyaya, which is coming here. The Nya Pratyaya becomes Ya. Again, it is Apatyarthaka. And we are seeing the Adivriddhi and Antya Lopa and all the Tadita Karyas that are happening here. The next set of Pratyas, Lata PL.
राम राम महोदय
Ah,
छ प्रत्यय ई
Iya. Iya.
ईय स्वसुः अपत्यम पुमान् स्वश्रु प्लस ईय स्वस्त्रियः
Swasriyaha. Tavadeva.
स्वस्त्रियः भ्रातुः अपत्यम पुमान् भ्रातृ प्लस ईय भ्रात्रीयः.
That what is happening in this cha pratyaya case is, now here in all the above cases we were thinking of great personalities, Prajapati, all those things. In general also, Swasuhu Apatyam Puman, sister's son, will become Swasriya, sister's son. Bratuhu Apatyam Puman, brother's son, Bhratriya. So cha is the pratyaya which is added. It becomes iya, and the final form is swastriya and bhratriya.
अहमेव वदामि वा?
वदतु, भवती एव वदतु.
प्रत्यय आयन गर्गस्य अपत्यं पुमान् गर्ग प्लस आयन गर्ग्यायनः
गार्ग्यायनः.
युगन्धरस्य अपत्यं पुमान् युगन्धर प्लस आयन
Yaugandharayanaha. Very good. Now this is a pratyaya called phak. That phak becomes ayana in the final form. Now Garga. Now we saw that Garga Maharshi there also. There are other pratyas. So what do we understand is the same pratipadika can get different pratyas in different meanings, or in the same meaning also. In the meaning of Gargasya Apatyam Puman, we had Ayana, Gargyayanaha. We also have Gargyaha as another form. So both mean the same, but the different pratyas are added to certain words. Now here the rest of the things are same, Adivriddhi and Antya Lopa. Oh, two more words are there. One more word was there. Ashwala Ayana.
अश्वलस्य अपत्यं पुमान् अश्वल प्लस आयन आश्वलायनः.
Ashwalayanaha. So here the pratyaya is phak, and which becomes ayana, and it is used in the meaning of apatyartha. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवाद.
Lakshyamrita.
ग्रामे जाताः ग्राम योग ईन ग्रामीणः
Jataha. It is not jataha. Grame jataha. One who is born.
ग्रामे जातः
Graminaha. Grame jataha. Graminaha.
कुले जातः कुल योग ईन कुलीनः.
Kule jataha. Kulinaha. Now jata. Here also apatyartha is indicated, but it is not like the apatyartha there. It is apatyartha, but it is a generic term here. It is not with respect to a vamsha or something. So kha is the pratyaya which is used. Kha becomes ina at the end of the word, and it becomes gramina, kulina, etc. We have heard of these words. That is why I am trying to bring those pratyas where you have heard of at least the final word. So this finishes the apatyartaka tadita, which we thought we will do for this course.